Hello, everybody. Well, since I did something a little bit more wholesome, I decided, hey, let me read some Homestuck Take Back Canon because again, I want to showcase how good these how good everybody on the team really how good this story really is. Some people think I'm blowing smoke up its ass, but I'm blowing smoke up the team's ass and stuff. But no, 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 no. This is some good stuff. So, I guess I could read John's thing. It's been a while since I did John, and I forget, did I have John's voice? It's been pretty long since I did the past request thing. So if I don't sound like John anymore, please, I'm sorry. It's really because I forgot how to do his voice. So listen, Rose. Okay, listen. Well, listen, Rose. We just killed the space alien overlord using our crazy video game powers and the help of our friends who happen to be from a different planet. Also from a giant also created a glowing universe frog. At this point, you dating a girl isn't gonna be a shock. Isn't really gonna shock me. It doesn't have to be a huge thing. All I gotta say is, right, Homestuck Take Back Canon writers, thank you. If this is Homestuck 2, it'd be like, ugh, pay attention to it. Pay attention. Pay attention. And I'm glad they're treating it not like it's a big thing. Like it's just a normal fucking thing that people do. Because at the end of the day, gay, straight, whatever, where like it's normal. Calling attention to it is kind of calling a massive amount of attention to it is just kind of weird. Like seriously, if someone's dating somebody, saying somebody, and they're as the same sex, just don't treat it like a big deal. I don't think anybody would want it to be like this thing that they get thrown a parade. But that's what Homestuck 2 Beyond Canon would do. Just be like, ugh. Like, you gotta pay attention to it. Do. It's like literally dancing in your face when you're trying to enjoy the story itself. I like how John just treat it like it's a big deal. I'm like how they treat John like it's a regular thing. Like he's a human. Fucking take back. Fucking Beyond Canon was like, nah. We're just gonna explain all this exposition-y shit to John like he already knew what was going on. Like he was just there and not tuned out because he lost his dad. And we are somewhat unfeeling to the fact that he has finally stepped out of his fucking house. And he kind of secluded himself for a fucking long ass time. Well, and sorry, I'm not gonna talk about Homestuck. I'm not gonna talk about Beyond Canon too much. This is refreshing. It's like Homeslice, man. It's like this is the kind of shit we needed. We didn't need all this depressing shit from the epilogues, and we didn't need all this depressing shit from the epilogues, and we could have just got this. What was wrong with getting this? And if anybody got a problem with me just being happy about this and not praising Homestuck 2, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you can't just enjoy something for what it. Yeah, I'm sorry you guys take great pleasure in not enjoying something that I love it that you take great displeasure in me just enjoying Homestuck. Enjoying a Homestuck fan thing that should have been two to begin with. And for all the people that want Sonic videos from me, you're gonna have to wait a year. So, well, until next year. So yeah, if you don't like me reading Homestuck, I really suggest, and I'm being honest here, just unsubscribe to me, man. If you don't want to really join this part of my channel, it's cool. You know, there are other people that are Sonic tubers that are struggling to give you news. Because what? We got Sonic Frontier now, and that's its new name. Well, that's all the news you're probably going to get until next year. Can you guys enjoy that for a minute until, like, maybe there's another Archie Online thing, which I will cover. Fuck. Because come hell or high water, that's the only thing I will cover on this channel. For right now. Until we get more Sonic news, like Sonic Prime and shit, and I do a big old review on that, this is going to be the content for now. Don't like it? Just unsubscribe, folks. Okay, where was I at? Sorry, I had like a lot of things I needed to get off my chest. Yeah. But guys, don't get me wrong, I love the Sonic fandom. I love the stuff that they create. And they're not a bad bunch, but guys, sometimes I just want to do other things, and you know, it's good because I've been looking at my analytics lately, and it's showing that other people are looking at my other stuff, and I'm just so happy. Okay. Okay, wouldn't be assigned to me. And again, it doesn't have to be a huge thing. I get why you wouldn't want to tell us considering stupid opinions. I hope that came out right. Yeah, I'm doing Rose's voice too. It did. John, that's very considerate for you to say. You are a really good friend. Of course. You're one of my best friends. Nothing like who you're attracted to would change that. See, that's how John should be written, boys and girls. Not some freaking just goon that's like enjoying the fact that his house fucking burned down. Like he's sad, but he's also like relieved, like it's some sort of burden, which didn't really make sense. Sorry, I keep just going back to that. Sorry about that. You know, this is a spectacular display of openness and emotional vulnerability. If anyone else would like to add something to this conversation, everyone here would be very accepting. Rose gets a little wink. Jasper Rose goes, indeed, and gives a little wink. Look at Rose's face. Like, she's like really just going, Dave, fucking talk about your feelings already. Jesus, man, talk about your feelings. That's her way of just saying, Jesus, man, talk about your feelings. Sorry. Okay, hold up. Sorry, wasn't paying attention. Facepalm combo. Two times bonus again. They sigh. Yeah, you've been hanging out with Roxy a little too much, haven't you? And I love that. Character development, folks. Character development. a shot. By the way, John, if you're curious about any questions any questions that you have about homosexual terminology, very funny, Rose. I believe this information could be useful when developing this planet civilization as a way to avoid repeating Earth's mistakes. Like, guys, I mean, if we could really just I think if given the chance, someone would literally go through the whole rigmarole to start the Earth again in their image using Spurb. Like, I'm saying, if given the chance, they would totally do it. And I know some of you are probably expecting me to do some in-character shit because, Bugsy No Name, is intrinsically linked with Homestuck as an actual character, but now this is just a regular one. No shenanigans is gonna come up and try to literally stop me here. Totally not going to do a character thing at any point. Nope, not me. Anyways, offering inquiries. Yeah, Rose, that sounds great. I'm gonna grab some dictionaries for this kind of thing. I'm not sure those exist. Not yet, anyway. Oh man, let freaking Dave write some of the freaking dictionaries. It'd be fun as hell. I mean, that'd be a fun little scene that they do. And here's Kanaya, my second. Well, we all know who's my first favorite female character in Homestuck. I mean, if I had to choose, but my favorite male character in Homestuck, it would have to be Dave, John, Carcat, Aridin, because honestly, I voice him. And Gamzee to an extent, because I motherfucking voice him too. Equius, because, well, you know. I like voicing him as well. I literally made it so they're revived, so I can literally have them in the lore of my stuff. And I'm going to actually explain that a little bit more, but we'll get into that soon. It may have something to do with Homestuck. I don't know. It may be. Also, I might do a live reading of like one of these Homestuck fan stories, and even Archie Sonic Online when I get the chance. So, okay, let's read. Pardon me. Pardon me for my intrusion. I hope you don't mind me and my sudden intrusion upon your conversation. I heard you were discussing sexuality, and I would like to offer two figurative earth coins. Oh, we don't mind at all, can I? Go ahead. Thank you. Unfortunately, I am aware of a small amount of human customs in this regard. Oh yeah, Carcat told me one time I was... Give me a minute. I'm laughing at it because I'm just remembering all the times when like Carcat was trying to like really get John into like this, get John in like the black quadrant so they could like be rivals and hate snog each other. And John basically says, Carcat, I'm not homosexual. I told Carcat I wasn't homosexual, and he had no clue what it meant. Which, I never really understood because they were the ones watching humanity. Well, watching a little bit of humanity as it was going on. So, like, when they kind of figure out what it means, they were on that meteor for a while. They were on that meteor for a fucking while. But, me pulling freaking plot holes aside for a moment. That's something I'm probably gonna do in Homestuck now. I'm trying not to spill the beans on various story elements yet. Right. I don't know how useful I would be in this endeavor. However, Rose and I have had several discussions on the topic of sexuality, human or otherwise. So you two did, huh? Makes me kind of think y'all did more than just talk about human and troll sexuality. It almost seems like you guys kind of experienced it, if you catch my drift. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And yeah, if they were real, I would totally be that. I would totally be that friend. I would totally be that friend to them. I'd just be like, I wouldn't do it all the time, but like, it'd be that one time where I'd just be like, yeah, it seems like you guys know a little bit more about the topic. Okay. Alternative had no words to describe it. I doubt anyone would fall within the realm of multisexual. Any idea how to describe their identities? I did not. I sure did not. What do you mean? At first, I assumed that it was simply a matter of preference. Or for lack of a better term, once I met Rose, well, shit, can I stop blushing? I can't handle this cuteness, man. After several heartfelt conversations regarding the topic, it was helpful to label and describe myself. Oh wait. It was helpful to have a label to describe myself. And while this wasn't probably at least of Eternia's problems, I never realized how good it felt to apply a name to myself until I had a name to apply. Obviously, this is the difference for everyone. Anyway, say I'm the best voice actress. I know I do the joke when I know I do that joke. I know I do that joke when I'm in character, but let's not, okay? Me ripping on myself, fine. Okay, friends ripping on me, that's okay. Why anybody ripping on me, Cole? If you actually just, if you're just joking. Let me just get to it. This is obviously different for everyone. Choosing a label for oneself is completely optional and independent on the comfort of said individual. in my experience, I felt an addition of comfort of wait a minute, in addition to the comfort it brought me. It it was something that made me closer to Rose.
Aw, that's so sweet.
It actually really is. Like, take back Canon writing staff, please. You're making this so fucking cute and adorable. I can't fucking take it. I can't take it. And I do like it because they are my favorite ship. I'm gonna say that. They're like one of my favorite ships. Fuck, I like how the fact that they got married at the end because that was just awesome. And I wasn't the biggest Kanai and Rose shipper back in the day, but I am now. Also, dude. Also, there is a Strider and a certain crab that I ship together too, but y'all know that. Well, a little bit. Don't know. But I'll talk about the whole polygamy ship with Jade, Karkat, and Dave sometime in the future. Because, I have a lot to say on the matter. Any other Homestuck fan that doesn't want to hear any of that, just when I do it, if you see the video in your feed, just don't click on it. If you're gonna get bent out of shape about it. Because there are a few things I want to talk about with Jade and Karkat and Dave's weird little relationship they had for a bit. Okay. Well, I guess that's settled. I set something up with Kanaya and anyone else who wants to assist us. As soon as we get the chance, of course. While we're on the topic, would you have anything you would want to share, John?
Oh, what? Well,
oh, come on, Rose. Okay, guys, hold up.
What are you trying to get me to tell you then, Gano? Because I'm not.
No. Oh, of course not. No. I am in no way trying to force anything upon you. I'm not pointing any fingers, but y'all know you guys know what I'm thinking about. Because let me just say, people kind of really want to, people really be, okay, hold up, let me just see something real quick. People really be trying to force John to be become June, and it's dudes, let it happen naturally instead of just trying to force it. Write a scenario where it happens naturally. I feel like it's John just saying, don't do it. Okay. I in no way trying to force anything upon you or pressure you into anything. If I was asking if you had any questions for me before our conversation inevitably moves on. And your hypothetical question doesn't have to pertain strictly to sexuality. For whatever reason, you would like to discuss gender or similar topics, I would say politics, I can easily engage with you. I I was interested in these sorts of subjects when I was younger due to the research I spent while looking in my bedroom. I've I've accustomed a sage worth of knowledge and wouldn't mind sharing it. Oh, okay. In that case, I guess I don't have any questions right now. But like, but it's kind of like if you if you don't know anything to ask, if you don't know anything about something, you don't need to even know what question to ask. Does that even make sense? It does. Oh, thank God. I think I'm good for now. If I have any questions, I'll be sure to ask. Of course. Please reach out whenever you have a question. Ah man, we okay, I guess that's it for now. I guess I can kind of stretch this and we can look at Homeslice because honestly, these okay, I'm not saying because I haven't seen every Homestuck fan sequel, so don't. But I'm just going to the ones I know. So please do, please, please do not beat me with a, please do not smack me around with one of Gamzee's freaking horns. That I didn't look at a certain sequel that you were probably interested in. But let me switch to Homeslice. And you see that little guy right there? That's what TB is supposed to look like. Or one of the early designs I have for him. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Let me set the stage for you guys. Well, this is kind of this. Homeslice is kind of, for those of you that don't know, Homeslice is kind of a spice of life version of how everything would have gone if Homestuck 2 never happened. And I mean beyond canon. Take back canon, you guys are awesome, and I read that, and it just felt so natural and good, and I just, thank you, just thank you. You made these characters like Homeslice does. You guys understand these characters. I don't think the people that were writing Homestuck 2 Beyond Canon really understand these characters. They just wanted their head canons and everything else in it and just didn't think about things. No defense to the writers, but that's just how I feel. Okay? Don't mean nothing serious by that. No offense, but what made you bring that thing into... See, it's really hard to look at this font when you got like this dark background like in it, like on it. To victory, into the victory door. Out of all the things you could have brought. I'm not sure. Did some supernatural or occult force influence your decision? Perhaps. Does he even need a reason? I mean, look at it. It's fucking awe-inspiring. That shit is so incredible. It will strike complete God-smacked astonishment into your soul. Right. That's one way of putting it. That's the only way of putting it. See, I really enjoy the fact that, like, see, these stories know how to keep like Dave and the others just kind of normal. And even we got this little thing where the shopkeeper's like, I don't want, like, these guys are just kind of cosplayers, not knowing that they're the gods that made their universe, and I think that's cool. You know, so this dude's just awestruck by them. He doesn't know that they're actually the gods that are just there with them. It's just great. This is a great scene. I'm only going through it I'm just going through it really fast because I really just want to get to the other part of it. But let me go back. The plush only cost. Well, it's about to go. It's about time to close the shop anyway. The celebration is going to finish up shortly. The day has been one successful business day. Probably the most successful business you can recall in recent history. You thank the god cosplayers. Perhaps you'll invest all the extra money you got today expanding your business. If you really want to start dreaming big. Finally, the break 5,000 and long year tradition. Sorry, I'm like it's hard to really do this with this this brown background. I'm never gonna get used to that. Used to what? Buying products based off ourselves thing. I know it's been about 5 years, but still, it's surreal to me. It's only rational, as well as a natural consequence. We spent 15 years of our lives decidedly not famous children, only to be suddenly thrust into the mantle of godhood. I, for one, enjoy the benefits of having such an ease of access, clothing based on iconography I commonly associate with. I guess I'm lucky. I guess I'm lucky not to have any frame of reference for what's normal shopping was before you guys. Because you lived on an island. I think it's being able to I think being able to buy stuff about myself is the coolest. Even if nobody believes us when we say we really are ourselves, which I really do like, to be honest. This is actually like really, I will always say that this is actually pretty cool. And I like how the fact that they kind of took the fact that they're gods in a whole different direction, and like an actual obvious direction. Homestuck 2 Beyond Canon, take notes. Take notes, I'm just saying. Homestuck Beyond Canon, some of you writers take notes. That's how it's done. I'm just happy that I'm reading something Homestuck related that doesn't make me feel kind of, gross or mad or a bunch of other freaking feelings. And it just makes me feel happy. So, yeah. Okay. In a world where I can't buy a heavily JPEG artificial image of myself on a shirt sounds like A fucking dystopian nightmare. A 1984 1984 eat your heart out. You have nothing on the world where deep fried Dave Strider shirts aren't readily available in every Walmart. Oh my God! Of course. Deep fried Dave Strider shirts. Of course, they'd have those. Hell, I'd get one. No. Seriously. I would literally go buy a shirt like that. Even if everybody around me who doesn't read Homestuck really even understands what it is. And I'm the only one that does. Okay. I can't say I expected such a literary reference of this type from you, Dave. Have you been delving into interesting works of literature like I've been recommending? What? No. I know what 1984 is. Who doesn't? I think even Jade does, right, Jade? Alright. See, way to make assumptions. Alright. Do try and consider some of my suggestions at some point, though. Seriously. I always loved Rose and Dave's dynamic. You know, like, I always kind of loved Rose and Dave's dynamic, and even like Homestuck, Beyond Canon with when, like that one scene where Dave and Kanaya are just like talking about trying to get, talking about Dirk and Rose. I like that too. That was like the only thing. That was like one of the only scenes I actually enjoyed. Because I'm like, character development, yay! And then I go, Calliope's doing something weird. Oh my God, what the fuck is going on? No. Also, I think Beyond Canon was setting up Dave or Karkat to die. I mean, you don't get two characters lovey-dovey saying how great it is to be alive if they don't die. Just saying. And knowing how this is probably gonna go, it's probably gonna be Karkat. Okay. I tried, but okay. Where was I at? As if he would. You're talking to a brick wall, Rose. Certified high quality office despot brick wall. Office Depot brick wall. Over here. Built missionary style only to protect the most delectable shit. I wouldn't expect anything less. I tried buying a book once. It was one of those shove-ass novelizations. I hope I'm saying that right. Still fucking pissed over how they miswrote Genomi. That was the whole entire point. He doesn't talk. How do people keep missing that? Oh, Jerome. I remember. It's from one of the. I say it's from Algebra, or like they religious like little figures, like something in a Bible. I want to like, is that a thing in this world? I want to know. Like, hey, if we're gonna focus on like good moments and freaking world building, let's just get to it. But okay, let me just keep going here. Maybe that's the point. It's like, it's really bad intentionally just to piss you off. No, I refuse. I see. I saw some biography about us in a bookstore. Not the one that Rose wrote. Oh. They made up a bunch of stuff. It was like reading a fictional story. To be fair, we did not leave the planet with we didn't leave the planet without our wait a minute. To be fair, we did leave the planet without our presence for 1,000 years. There was only limited information I could provide them during the time we spent getting everything set up. Everything that happened to it, everything that happened to us was pretty wild. So I'm not that surprised that they couldn't get everything right. There's probably an excess. God dang, it's just this. It's just this background. It's hard to read it because blue text. Excess of blanks to fill. Too much. Even getting all of them right. Perhaps I'll have to pick one of these falsified novels up these days, just for a bit of entertainment. I will have to ask you to refrain from spoiling any elements to me, Jade. Okay. I'll be very tight-lipped about the silly made-up events I possibly I possibly can be. Thank you. See, like there was never just moments of the characters just chilling and beyond canon. It was always just dire shit after dire shit after dire shit. It was never like a cool down moment. And when it was only like for like a few pages. This is like a whole thing, and I love it. And this is just like spice of life stuff. I think they're about to light the tree up. Finally. I've been waiting for this tree to be burned. You know what I mean. Yeah, and you told us they're about to start. We've been here for half an hour and nothing's happened aside from getting the sweet swag. Well, I just kind of wanted to make you hurry up. You always take way too long to get to places on time. Yeah, okay, Edward. What do you mean? Yeah, okay, Edward. Yeah, okay, Egbert. What does it sound like? Shush, they're starting. I don't know if I can show this commercial break. So I'm probably gonna look at it for a minute and we're gonna I like that this has commercial breaks. And this is like a Donkey Kong Country commercial. I don't know why there's like a lot of 90s and somewhat Japanese early 2000 like commercial breaks here, but I do kind of like it. It's like actually watching a TV show. But I'm like, who's I think it's just silly and it kind of works because it's like you're watching an actual TV show and I like that. I really think that's the logical step that Homestuck 2 Beyond Canon should have went. Because after the stage, where do you go? TV. And Vast Era kind of did. Vast Era kind of like explored this a little bit. You know, at some point we should read Vast Era. Tootie McBumbersnazzle. Try again. John Egbert. Okay, I'm just gonna read this last part because we've been going at this for a bit longer than I wanted to. But I just want to kind of leave these here so you guys can actually like read these when you get a chance. Like I'm telling you, these right now, until I read something else, these are like at my top right now because both Take Back Canon and Homeslice, they're kind of like the gold standard of what these sequels should be. They should be furthering the character stories, or at least furthering the world, and not trying to dwell on so many dark stuff. Because I think Homestuck 2 was like an allegory of trying to grow up, or something like that. It just felt kind of, I don't know. The overall message of Homestuck 2 Beyond Canon kind of was muddled. Because no one knew what they really wanted to do with it. Let's be real. You've yet to learn what day it is since you kind of lost track of time ages ago. You always have to check your trusty handy calendar that you keep neatly next to your bed at all times. John, stretch a little. Yeah, if anybody likes John, well, I gave you your fan service. Do your eyes deceive you, or is it truly April? Is it truly April the 13th of April, aka your birthday? Also, the birthday of your ectobiological mother. Also, June. And maybe I did have a crush on Jane. I screwed up. That's actually Jane. I did have a crush on Jane once. Like, when I was a teenager. Like, I don't know. Like, people always rating, like, Jane's not particularly attractive, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. A lot of us kind of gravitated towards Jane for some reason. I don't know. Did have a crush on Jade, too. Before ramifications... long before certain ramifications were made. Well, folks, as much as I would love to read this to you for like an hour or so, I gotta get out of here. And I wasn't gonna do anything character related, I swear. Nope, nothing I really need to share with you guys. Totally not dealing with Dirk behind me, and I've been when I've been pausing, it's not the fact that I'm stopping him from saying anything. It's totally not what's going on right now. And I'm totally not having my sword up to his neck. That's totally not what's going on. No plot relevance here, just regular stuff. So I'll see you guys later. Just don't worry about what I just said. The video's over. You can go home. You can go watch something else. Don't worry about me. Peace. See you guys later.